For a fast and reliable coin service, check out FUT14 in the description down below. Also for 5% off, use discount code GCAN5. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to an absolutely insane squad builder. Now a little while ago, some of you guys may remember I did a squad builder of a team of the most OP players. Now I'll put a little thing on the screen now if I remember. There'll also be a link down below to it. And what I did was I basically went across a load of different leagues and put a bunch of the most OP players I could find into one team. Well, when you think about it, there's actually quite a few players that are too overpowered. Some a lot of people know, some don't. So I've decided I'm going to turn this into a mini-series. Today, we're going to be looking at a team of the most overpowered Brazilians. There's quite a few nations with some really overpowered players. Belgium, Colombia have some really good ones. So we're going to go through that and we're going to have a look at it. So today's episode, like I said, is a team of the most overpowered Brazilians. We're starting off with the goalkeeper, and that is, if it decides to search, and that is Julio Cesar. Every time I use him, he's just really overpowered for me. A really solid goalkeeper. I know for a fact as well, guys, some people will have different experiences with this, but for me, this is the way these players are really overpowered for me. Left back, there isn't really that many overpowered Brazilians, but Felipe Luis and Marcelo are both very good. For me, Felipe Luis is the better of the two. He just seems to be absolutely amazing at left back. He isn't quite as overpowered as a lot of these players, but of course we do have to include him in the squad. Now, the two centre backs we've got here are actually ridiculous, and it isn't even where the list stops. Now, of course, this Felipe Santana is the one I'm going to add in, but if we just look down this list, there's obviously Thiago Silva if you want him. There's Dante, Miranda, Naldo, Marquinhos, Juan Jesus. All of these amazing centre-backs, Manuel, so many really overpowered Brazilian ones. So if you want to choose from any of them, then by all means do so. And again, right back here, we've got quite a few to choose from. There's Dani Alves, a lot of them, but they wouldn't really be considered overpowered. For me, I'm going for Mariano. So the Brazilian defense is one of the most overpowered defenses going. The only problems is the work rates. As you can see there, high attacking, medium defensive. David Luiz has, oh no, not Rooney. David Luiz has high attacking, medium defensive. Felipe Santana, medium, and medium there. So not one player has a high defensive work rate, which can sometimes be negative, but four absolutely amazing centre backs there. Now, I like to have defensive midfielders in a 4-3-3, which is what I've got here, and Ramirez and Luis Gustavo are two amazing players. Gustavo, for me, is just absolutely insane. I use him in every Bundesliga team I can. I find him to just be absolutely just so overpowered, and it's very similar with Ramirez. He does lack a little bit in the defensive and the heading, but he makes up for it in the pace, the pass, and the dribbling, and he's just really OP in every other aspect. Now, in cams, I couldn't actually think of that many overpowered cams. Now, Oscar is quite overpowered. You can use upgrade if you want. In terms of price, we are going to be going for Oscar's non-upgraded, but yeah, in terms of actual Brazilian OP cams, there's a few good ones, but Oscar is just one of the ones that just kind of does a job. Also, I forgot to say as well, guys, you can pick up this team for, I think it's 27,000 coins as well, so very cheap. Left wing, we have Osvaldo. Right wing, we have Lucas. There he is. And in striker, we have Alexander Pato. Now, once again, an absolutely OP front line. You can also use the likes of Bernard in cam. Robinho and Lima are both very good, but Pato is who I've got as striker. And obviously the pace is front three, 92 with Lucas, 88 with Pato, and 90 with Osvaldo. So much pace up there and just so much overpoweredness with them. It's just absolutely insane. Like, these guys are crazy. So we're going to go on some gameplay here and talk a little bit more about the team over there. So, like I said, guys, for me, this is basically just a bunch of the most OP Brazilians together, and Brazil is one of the most OP nations. I can't stress that enough. Like, they have so many amazing players. Even like in left wings, you can use Willian. If you've got a bit more money to spend, you've got Hulk, you've got Oscar. But for me, they aren't quite overpowered in the same like meaning of the word. Like, overpowered for me are players that shouldn't be that good, and they are unbelievably good. Whereas sometimes you just get players that are too good on FIFA, and sometimes people describe them as overpowered as well. There's a lot of other really good Brazilians as well. Felipe Melo is one you could definitely use. Sandro is really good. Paulinho is really solid. There's a few goalies for me though. Julio Cesar only ever seems to be the one that's actually any good for me. So like I said, there's so many different ones you could choose from, and this Brazilian squad is so overpowered. So let me know down below what you'd like to see me do. Perhaps we can go through and look at like the Premier League most overpowered. We can do like English most overpowered, Colombian, Belgian. Let me know down below what team of overpowered players you'd like to see me do, and let me know down below who you think is really overpowered on FIFA. So that's about it for this episode, guys. If you haven't already checked out any of my previous videos, on the screen now will be a link to go watch my latest pink slips and my latest overpriced first affordable, so both those will be on the screen. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Leave a like if you did, subscribe to this channel if you're new around here. Have a nice day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.